Hi everyone, my name is Emily Paige Wilson. I'm a poet. I also write novels in verse for young adults, and today I wanted to share a poem with you that's in a work in progress in a poetry collection. It's about Marie Lafarge, and if y'all don't know, Marie Lafarge was a French woman who was the first person to be convicted of murder through the use of forensic toxicology. It's a really interesting story. I go through this collection in kind of an autobiographical way, assuming the voice of Marie. She was accused of poisoning her husband, Charles Lafarge, poisoning his fruitcake after he conned her into marriage. So the poem that I'm going to read is entitled Christening. It currently opens the collection. That may change. Y'all out there who also write poetry know that nothing is set in stone until the very end. But this poem recently came out in Tinderbox Poetry, which is a really beautiful journal. It was a finalist actually for their 2020 Brett Elizabeth Jenkins poetry contest. So first of all, my thanks to the editors at Tinderbox, and thanks to Torrin A. Greathouse, who was guest editor. I really appreciate y'all and all of the time you spent reading through submissions. But yeah, I'm going to read the poem. I've been thinking a lot about how limited we have been, we in the poetry community, as a result of all of the travel restrictions and the stay in place restrictions to keep our community safe during COVID. And I know a lot of people who had work come out this year, that's been really difficult. And so I was thinking about how to make poetry more accessible. And I know a lot of people would love to sit down with a literary journal, but we're working with limited time. And so I thought, well, maybe if there's an audio recording, that would make it more accessible to people as well. So, like I said, this poem is entitled Christening, and it's in the voice of Marie Lafarge. Christening. Naming a child is a terrible fire. The wet whisper of the wind might keep the kindling from catching. Or worse, it could work. Sounds the spark that start a personality down the path of permanence. My name remains inescapable. Marie, Marina, migraine that split my postpartum mother open. Marie, Marie. Not for the green shift glow of algae, which is delicate as a shipwreck, which is how women should be. For neither shore nor sand, nor the shadow soft and deep enough to churn from the closed mouth of clams a pearl. That yellow luminescence we wear royal on our throats. And certainly not for song. Long drawn out muse for sailors and their sloppy music. Marie, for the chemistry of water itself, tolerant, totalizing, a universal solvent. There will be no suffering in this life. I shall not dissolve. So I'm going to leave the link for the page in Tinderbox where that poem appears. And I also highly encourage y'all to check out the entire issue. Michael Frazier won the contest, and his winning poem is beautiful. You just really need to look at it on the page. It's this contrapuntal poem, and he has an audio recording in which he reads the stanzas. If you would call them stanzas, he reads the lines vertically and horizontally. It's so well crafted. I highly recommend checking it out, as well as Darius Simpson. He also was, he's the runner-up as well. So really lovely work. My thanks again to the editors and the guest editor. And thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you have a good day.